That's crazy.
I ain't getting up and handing you
I'm
water.
about to say, my water is mad far. I didn't even know. I looked over here, y'all drinks. I'm like, damn.
You just gonna stretch your arm out like we just gonna walk over there and do it for you.
I didn't even know he placed it over there until I looked.
That's where it always goes.
And this nigga gave me a kid's sippy cup. Ain't that crazy, bro?
Yeah, because you never drink the shit.
Hey, that's because I don't be thirsty like that. Y'all niggas thirsty.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Yo, what is the budget on your fashion? You were always
facts. My guy
always
clean.
Dressed to the nines. You always clean.
Even when he bummy, he clean. Like
that's crazy.
What's your fashion budget?
I don't even know. I just put stuff on. To be honest with you, I was looking for shorts, but I couldn't find it, so I just put on these joggers.
You didn't have them on your hoochie daddy shorts?
I wasn't trying to put those on.
No.
This ain't the season.
Aren't you trying to check ladies tonight when you go out?
I don't know. We'll see.
Zach was on point. Zach was on point all day. He beat me to work again.
And I took the long way too when I got
But it was 8 o'clock. It wasn't like I was late. I got there at 7:59, but he was still there before me. Parked, car shut off. Right? Then he calls me at 3:30 to coordinate and he says, "You got everything set up? Make sure you have it set up. We got to record 2 episodes." I'm like, "You gonna be outside tonight, ain't you?"
You already know.
You never been rushing.
When somebody focus on time, you know they got something planned.
But I took the long way around too. I was like, damn, I missed my exit. I said, I'm gonna take time because I know his ass was gonna be there on time. Just let me take the long way just to see.
It's your fault though.
I'm getting back. I'm telling you,
because I got there hella early. I was like, I got there like at 7:48.
You slowly instilling my confidence to come early again, like I used to.
I mean, I was just trying to get there, get my time in, my hours. I got 8 hours and 46 minutes.
Nice. They didn't give you the mandatory break thing?
I did the break. I did the hour break. Still got 8 hours.
Looking for my notes.
I hear that.
Did you guys get the notes?
Yeah.
Did you look through them?
No.
I gave you the shortest version of it possible.
I kind of seen a glance, but I didn't look.
If you look at one note, it's way longer in one note.
These ones I looked over more than I did the other ones because I saw like that they were shorter and they both were stacked inside that one John. So I was like, all right, down for me.
So I started, it's about learning to communicate, right? Just because I communicate and I need a lot of detail doesn't mean you guys do. So I started noticing when I send them with a lot of detail, I'd be like, what'd you think of the notes? I saw the title. And then put it into an email. Today I was like, I'm just going to type the headings and then we'll figure it out as we go.
Right.
Just so you get a guy, so you have an idea. But you want to get this shit started?
Big fact. Let's get it.
Get Zach outside. You going to talk in the mic this week?
Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
Everybody, welcome back to Warm the Crib Podcast. I'm Rahmonn.
I'm Darien.
I'm Zach.
You guys are tuned in to episode 22. 22 is my number too, so this should be a good one.
It is?
Yeah, 22 is my favorite number. It's also the day I was born, but I kind of dig the number.
I don't even like the day I was born number 30.
Damn.
No?
Nah, I don't really care about
30 for 30.
Yeah. Shit, I'm about to be 30 on the 30th of April next year.
Yep.
Damn.
Fuck you, nigga.
That's the hashtag. 30 on the 30th.
That's because you 12, you baby faced ass nigga.
Hey, at least when I hit 30, I'm gonna be in the closet.
Facts.
He's like,
cut this shit out.
He's like
your
3
face.
blades.
I remembered a little bit, motherfucker.
I've been in a weird place the past week. You know how you had them times when you start like thinking about life and decisions, and that I got a lot that it's in the direction that I'm heading. So
right.
To steal you guys,
I'm gonna say I'm grateful for family. Because even though sometimes there's hardships, sometimes there's issues, but as long as y'all still maintain everything and build everybody up, that's all it's about.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm grateful for
Fly guy.
Fly guy. You ain't gotta say all that.
What you grateful for?
I'm a fly on the budget, but I'm grateful
I hear
for family, friends, stuff that motivate me,
Okay.
Get through the day, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get to the next challenge.
That's what's up. Real quick before I do a special shout out. You was out in the sun?
Damn.
Because you not as yellow as usual.
Nah, I ain't really been out in the sun like that.
No?
It's probably the heat just making me darker. That shit baking my ass.
Oh, it definitely was warmer today, but at least it wasn't as humid. So that was nice.
I don't know. I've been in the crib all day.
By the time this airs, it will actually be Smack's birthday.
Yeah, it airs on her birthday.
On her birthday. So big shout out to a friend of the show, my sister, Smack. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. It's a big 5-0 too. So
oh shit, I hear that.
She put it out there so I'm not spilling the tea.
I also want a shout out because by the time this come out, my daughter's birthday would have already passed.
Oh, nice. When's her birthday?
The 2nd, Tuesday.
She's a Leo. That explains her personality.
She'll be 4. Yeah. Shout out to my princess, Ariana.
That's what's up. Anybody birthday you want to recognize?
I about to say, I know we're not finna get into the signs today.
I could talk to you guys about that forever. Quick correction. Last week I was talking about Magneto being one of the greatest villains, and it's funny, I even wrote it down for you to put a note in the thing and never told you. But the actor's name is Michael Fassbender, and I said Jason last week. And I was listening back, I'm like, who the fuck is Jason?
Damn, I don't even think I remember that part.
Yeah. It was early. Yeah. So this week, San Diego Comic-Con came out, and I feel bad for the VFX guys that work over at Disney because they must have announced like 500 movies coming out.
I want to go to a Comic-Con one day.
I wonder how that shit smells.
And I want to dress up and everything.
It got to be a choice because
you want to dress up? You know, you should talk to Fern. Fern actually just came from a convention, not the San Diego one, but this is the second one he went to this year.
Yeah,
I'm dressing up as Deadpool.
I would just go to New York one. We could just take.
That's my favorite, Deadpool.
New York.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, I would dress up as Deadpool.
Red colors too, because you like dressing in red.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been to Comic-Con?
No.
I've been to one.
How
it
was
wasn't
it?
like it wasn't Comic-Con. It was like a comic convention.
Okay.
This nigga gonna ask me if I ever been to Comic-Con. I say I want to go to one day.
I wasn't saying y'all. I said y'all in general.
Oh, y'all in general. You talking to the fans?
Yeah, I've been to one. I said it was calm. I mean, I smelled only a few people only stinked, but it still was calm. I got some comic books and all that.
He has his criteria of how he's gonna attend an event.
A few people stink.
It was. I think it was in Ocean City, Maryland. So like you know.
Oh yeah, that convention center out there.
Yeah, it was out there. It was okay. It was calm. They had some little things going on
big,
with my nephew and stuff. You
know?
That
might be a closer one to go to, especially since OC is like your second home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like growing up. That was like the main place that we went, and then learning that one is not as far as I thought it was.
Right,
and then two, like
to me,
it's just tickets be crazy for everything now.
Yeah.
Well, for that Comic-Con, I think it was not too expensive. It was probably cheap.
Okay,
not too crazy, but going to a regular
Comic-Con.
When
was that though?
Huh?
When was that?
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I did that 2 years ago. I did this like
years ago,
or I did it like maybe a year or two ago. I don't know. It was somewhere. I have a vlog.
A year ago was COVID, right? Yeah, you ain't do it a year ago.
COVID is still going on. I still got my mask on.
I need to like look at their websites and just see the previous.
Most of them are mouth breathers and shit. So you know.
Yeah, I know they breath be kicking. You feel me? That's why I keep my mask on all the time.
Like
just in case, you know, them people breath be going through the mask. I'm like, how the fuck your breath?
Just walk past somebody and smell breath, bro. That
means
horrible.
they got halitosis and gingivitis.
That
and all
hurts my stomach.
Yeah, I gotta kick you in your chest if you get close like that.
Like, you ever try to conversate with a motherfucker?
Think about
you gotta hold your breath while you talking to this.
Especially at work,
you back up and they still get close.
I'm like, get closer. Like fucking
6 feet, brother. 6 feet, brother.
And then you look and
the whole nuclear field.
I do hate that shit. People that gotta talk to you and they gotta be so fucking close. That shit.
And then you're breasting. Like you don't even know your breath.
That makes it so much
worse. I'm
like,
damn, bro, you don't be humming and you don't taste that shit. Because I know damn well your breath be sticky. You gotta taste it.
As soon as I put a mask on, if my shit ain't right,
you can taste it.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to hide my face. So motherfucker, my shit gonna be frowned up in your face. That's not. Yeah.
I'll be like, bro, once you smell it, it can give you chills sometime if it's that bad. So you like, you don't want that. If it gives you chills, if it gives you goosebumps, you're like, oh shit, bro, this shit might be toxic. This nigga might be Magneto or something.
He got a man in his mouth taking a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any of the projects? Anything you excited about coming out?
I don't really care so much. All I know is when it comes out, my friends be like, you trying to go? I'm like, sure.
Y'all know I don't know about
I don't really
shit,
keep tabs on it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they hire me, yo, shout out to Disney. If y'all trying to hire, brother, I'll do some of them projects with you. You know, I know you got that multi-million-dollar budget.
Did you guys, I know I sent y'all a lot this week. You can tell I watched TV this week.
Yeah.
Did you get to check out that Most Hated Man on the internet?
That one I didn't get to check out.
Bruh.
Me either.
I guess it was wildly popular. I had never heard about it before. But short version, I don't want to spoil it.
That gotta be a fucking horrible job, being the most hated man on the internet.
Well, he that was what he was going for.
He was intending that. Yeah.
So this guy was early 2000s, and he created a website. He wanted to be known, self-titled as the king of revenge porn.
Wow.
So what would happen is he started in like the rock scene and the indie scene, and he would post like if they were partying, they flashed themselves, and he created a website. And then he started putting people, like, let's say you dated a girl and you hated her, you could send a picture in, and he would upload it to the site. But the crazy part that they did was they would put that girl's Facebook, they would put her whatever other social media was around at the time.
Yeah. Oh.
And in some cases, their address. And then people would just comment on it. So the story starts with this one girl, one of her friends or somebody finds her on the site. And she said, I never sent the pictures to anybody. She's like, I was taking pictures of myself. And I'm so skeptical when I first watched it, and I'm watching it like,
come on now.
But she said, I was taking pictures for myself. And I ran out of room on my phone. And when you saw the phone that they used and you think it was 2004, all right, she probably only had 32 gigs on her phone. And have you ever see a girl selfie log in their phone?
Nah.
Every now and then when somebody pulls up their phone that's not your wife, take a look and you'll see how many pictures. Someone, not everyone.
I'm not looking at nobody.
How many pictures of themselves they have in their own phone.
Nigga, this nigga,
look at my glasses. How could I not see it?
He one of them shoulder bandits. This motherfucker be over your shoulder. It probably was a bitch to ride the bus with you. You know, you over a nigga's shoulder. Oh yeah, y'all ain't have. Never mind. I take it back.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Y'all ain't have cell phones.
Not like that anyway.
If y'all did have cell phones, that
the only thing you saw on my cell phone back in the day was a keypad.
But wouldn't he get in trouble though for that?
So here's the crazy part. So long story less long. It turns out he was hacking them, but there was no law against posting non-consensual pornography on the internet because this was 2004. This is all new, right? So they tried to get him locked up. They couldn't because there was no law against it until they were able to prove that he was hacking email to get the pictures. That's how the girl's pictures got on the site. And then just some of the stuff, again, I don't want to ruin it for you, but some of the stuff, there's one particular girl, I think she's called Asshole Girl. And this, I'll tell you this one little part. So the girl had posted pictures. She was a dancer or a stripper or whatever. She was the webcam girl. That's what it was. Because webcam girls were a thing back then. And she was trying to make money. Now on her Facebook, she had a cover photo. In that cover photo was her child. And when he posted her picture on the site, he posted the cover photo with her kid on it. So she was begging him, like, please take it down. And then whenever you reached out to him, he would not take the shit down. And so he says, you want me to take it down? You got to do a video putting something in your asshole. And then she became popular for different things she was putting in her rectum. Yeah. Crazy. It's only a short 3-episode series, but this guy is the originator of trolling. And they were saying like one of the lasting things that he created is the trolling culture. Like he was one of the first. And it was funny. He was all excited to get on Anderson Cooper. And he thought it was going to make him even bigger. And that's kind of what drew more people's eyes to him because you had a couple of like victims on the show too, talking about how it impacted their life. Yeah. Some sick fucking people out there, man.
But he don't care.
There's some sick
He's
fucking people. That's why you don't send nudes.
Well, he didn't send it. He hacked them, remember?
That's why you don't send.
I mean, some of them people probably sent. Some of the world
some of them
saying they
sent somewhere. Nudes were sent somewhere.
But I guess the one thing that they were talking about in the first episode, they were saying like it was the era when the Sidekick was the popular phone. This is how long ago it was.
Sidekicks are fire.
I think the Sidekick was ahead of its time. I think if it came out later, it would have lasted longer.
Yeah. You got the touchscreen.
If you had a Sidekick when them shits came out.
So say you want to be a text.
Yeah.
But that is true. They did come out too soon.
But the guy was like, yeah, the natural thing to do is just take a picture of your dick. I'm like, damn, people have been taking dick pics that long?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I mean,
they couldn't be like a real star, so they had to have some sort of assignment, you know? They couldn't really make a career, so they's like, you know what? I gotta feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Drop some dingaling pics.
But the name of the website was Are You Up? And then this guy,
I guess he wasn't up singing that dingaling pic, huh? It's like, nah.
Watch it, and then we'll talk about it not next week, but the week after you guys watch it, if you get a chance to. Anything you guys watch or wanted to share?
Nah, I ain't watch.
I ain't even start watching my watching Travelers again.
I'm about to say, did you finish it?
Nah, I've been gaming. I ain't even been streaming it though. I've been fucking shit up though. I fuck shit up when I don't record it. When I start recording, that's when I start fucking up.
Oh, same thing.
That's why I always tell myself, let me just record all the time. And then I'll forget to record. And then I'll drop a fucking dub fast as shit. And be like, fuck, I wasn't recording. And then start recording and I start fucking up.
The other morning, I was trying to work on music before work, right? It was the day I closed. And I'm in here, and I picked the sample. I chopped it all up, had my beat going. I was like, all right, I just got to play the sample. I played it. I'm like, all right, I like this pattern. Okay, I like this pattern as a variation. Like, this is going to be fire. Hit record, fucked it up. All right, backspace, undo, do it again. I kept fucking up somewhere. I had the temper tantrum. I mean, here just hitting the buttons because I'm so fucking mad. And Susan's like, are you all right? I'm fine. Like, why when you hit record, you forgot, you got stupid all of a sudden.
That's facts.
And Zone 8 Orchestra was out there streaming, doing push-ups.
Big facts. Doing push-ups. How many push-ups you had to hit? I did.
I did more than 100.
Sheesh.
I think you told me 120 when I texted you that night.
Sheesh.
Noodle ass arms at the end of the night.
How my arms was? I don't know. I couldn't feel them.
My nigga lost feeling. He did so many, he lost feeling in them shit.
I had to end the stream after a certain amount of times. Like,
Facts.
man, I said, y'all fucking this shit up for me. I was like, I said, I ain't do this.
Yeah.
People kept dying, fucking up the missions. I'm like, nah. Off the first mission, they got the 3 team members when they had to clear a door, they ran into a bomb and blew themselves. I'm like, you bitch. I'm like, I said, ain't no fucking way. I thought it was a joke. I said, ain't no way.
That's the worst thing when you squad.
All 3 fell down. Like I said, no way y'all didn't see that trap.
What game was
try
that
to be
you
on some
playing?
aggro
Ready
shit.
or not, it's like a SWAT team game.
They're ready or not?
Yeah, it's like you gotta clear and save hostages, or you gotta clear out terrorists.
That sounds fun.
Can you play it
as
by
shit.
yourself?
But I would not recommend it because they will come around.
No. I mean, like locally on my Xbox by myself.
Oh, it's only on PC right now. It's on this beta phone. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, but now they updated
you got
so
an
much.
Xbox. He's on PC.
Yeah, I don't play Xbox like that no more. But I'm saying now they updated so much. Now they have people popping out of the corners and then they be letting off rounds.
Some games are cross-platform.
Yeah, like Call of Duties are cross-platform now.
So is Battlefield.
I'm terrible at them shits. Like, even with driving games, I need to see the car. Like, I never drive from the point of view.
I can get you nice. Like,
it's but I don't think I had that much time.
Yeah. But no, it doesn't even take a lot of fucking time.
Really? It's just like picking up anything and just practicing?
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like, a lot of people don't get good on shit because, like, me, I'm always in the shit. And, like, in every game I'm in, it's shit going down around me.
Okay.
And you're forced to deal with that shit. So you get better at being quicker, responsive, and all that shit. So yeah, I made a lot of people who didn't play games at all nice as shit.
Maybe that's what I got to do. Like, play with other people I know at first.
Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, playing online, that's the best bet, to play with somebody you know.
All right,
that makes it funner.
Re-up that Xbox subscription. Maybe I'll try it. I never play that shit.
Get the Xbox Game Pass so you get any game you want through like Xbox Live.
Yeah, but I'm paying for
change their shit.
I cancel mine. Just cut the corners. Gotta cut back on your budget.
Well, I play like once or twice a year to turn that shit on. I don't think I've turned it on once since I moved.
I use mine just to watch videos on YouTube. Pretty much.
Just the time. Think about everything I do.
You can cut like 3 of them fucking episodes that you be watching out and fucking dedicate those 3 hours.
You gotta also remember that half the time when I'm watching that shit, I'm falling asleep to it anyway.
He got watch. This nigga be falling asleep so much he got to watch the same episode like 4 times.
I wake up and luckily the only one that's nice is every other thing will keep playing. Hulu will play 4 fucking seasons while you're asleep. If you fall asleep.
That's the fucking bullshit about Hulu. Netflix at one point would be like,
Netflix
"Are you
plays
still
2,
watching?"
and then it says, "Are you still watching?" So I'm like, all right, I can keep track of where I was. Netflix, I just be like, fuck it, I'll watch it again.
So far, I can't. I gotta go back.
Yeah. Mentorship. I thought it was a good topic for us to talk about. I guess I'll start for the audience and define what a mentor is.
I can learn from you guys because
okay.
I don't think I ever had a mentor.
Never.
That's one of the questions. Don't be skipping ahead.
Never.
Man.
Shit. See, that's why you should read the fucking notes.
An experienced, the short version is an experienced or trusted advisor.
Yeah.
Right. So some people have mentors in life. Some people have mentors in their chosen career field. Like if Zach were to link up with a seasoned
video.
I didn't want to just say videographer, film
producer,
right?
Yeah.
And that person, they can also give you like career guidance and even help your skill get better.
That's necessary. What's the problem with a lot of these younger motherfuckers? They never had any actual mentorship.
And just like kind of similar to like getting an apprenticeship with skill labor, is somebody who's an expert who's teaching you,
showing you the ropes and showing you everything they know.
So that's basically what a mentor. And I was thinking about mentorship a lot because you know how I make questionable hiring decisions sometimes.
I think you do that all the time.
But no, I'm not gonna put that on you because everywhere I've worked, a lot of people have made questionable.
We also
hiring.
the resources are scarce lately.
Yeah.
However,
at times you just gotta hire who the fuck you can at the moment.
well, this is what'll happen. And there's one person who we won't name, but you'll know exactly who I'm talking about when I say it.
Throw the shade out there.
Nah.
Throw the shade out there. He trying to get messy.
Nah,
Trying to get messy.
I don't want to get D too hot because this person always used to fuck him over on Saturdays and Fridays.
Oh shit!
Now you remember who it is? Still don't. It'll come to you in a second. So I interviewed this person, and they were honest, and I like that. They're a little rough around the edges, not as professional as I would like, but I also think that's just a side effect of their generation. You already know what I'm talking about. And so I'm like listening to this kid, listening to his conversation, and there's something about him I really like. And so I don't know if this is, it's funny you made this post today, but I don't know if this is cocky or arrogant of me, but I always think that maybe I can help somebody. Maybe somebody can benefit from something I know, right?
Yeah.
Or my experience. So I always say I don't automatically, especially a younger person, fault them for not knowing something. Because maybe they've never been around the right people. Maybe they've never been exposed to different things. Because I know even myself, I would even say like from 30 to 40, just being exposed to different people, I've even elevated and learned so much more about things, life in general, because of people I've been around that I didn't know growing up. Because I grew up, sheltered and only lived in one state in county pretty much my whole life, right? So I said, I think this is a good person because I think I can find the good in most people, right? And I think most people choose to be good.
Yeah.
I think that's the majority.
That's a good trait though, because a lot of people don't get that too much. Like the fact that you want to see the good in people or do see that there's a possibility there's good in somebody is a good thing. So like, yeah, sometimes it's questionable and you realize that at the end it wasn't really how it was supposed to be, but that was you trying to take your steps to make somebody's life better in a way. Because, like we all know he had a hard coming up and you can tell he was literally rough around it. Look at that nigga, he rough as shit, motherfucker. Nigga got hair like Einstein. Like this nigga,
God damn.
this nigga was bugging. Like, but it because I was the same way. Like we always trying to make sure like he was good and try to look out for him and mentorship. But a lot of the young ones right now don't give a fuck about nothing.
But I think that's even as us as kids, you don't listen until you get older. You're like, oh, somebody was trying to tell me that shit.
Somebody has to force that shit.
So I said, maybe being around the right people, me, you, boss man, you should absorb at least a little bit of something that could help you improve life, right?
Nah.
Guys, my new theory.
What
I don't
you
know.
mean?
I know. I said he's probably like, nah.
Oh, I thought you was like, nah.
You was like, nah. I don't know. I say, hold on.
I don't know if you guys know. I'm about to blow his cover. Darius is the new Jesus. Darius. Darien is the new Jesus.
Hold the fuck up. You just called me Darius?
Yeah, I don't know where that, because I was thinking Darien and Jesus at the same time. I haven't heard
somebody fuck up my name in a long time.
It was me, my brain thinking Jesus and Darien in the same thing put together. But maybe that's what the new Jesus is called, Darius.
Darius? No, I'm not.
Darius Mitchell.
Jaquavius.
I am not. Don't put that weight on my goddamn shoulders.
No, but I just say
I am not sacrificing shit for y'all. Okay, y'all are on y'all fucking own.
Darius,
right?
Is your savior?
D gonna be on that hill like, you want me to do what? Fuck out of here.
Facts.
You know what?
Fuck is you talking
tip.
about?
You be good with that.
Y'all see how that shit worked the last time?
Facts. These niggas done did the same shit. Fuck that.
But anyway, some people find mentors. So I again, involuntarily being that person's mentor, and other people I've done it. And now I've kind of scaled it back. Like the way the organization is set up, there's not time for me to mentor that way. Maybe I need to find mentorship other places, right? Because could I selfishly have been doing it because I like mentoring people? And like it's like you said, if I could do anything that could improve anybody's life that I touch, that's really. So it's funny when I hear that there's people that just hate me. Like somebody we worked with, I just learned that they hate me. And I was like, wow, that's interesting.
You my bro and everything. I've been knew that motherfucker hate you.
Huh?
I said, you my bro and everything. I've been knew that motherfucker hate you. I was just.
We might have to pause so I can say that, or I'm about to edit it out because I want to know who you talking about.
I'm pretty sure you about to text me.
Yeah, that's why we keep talking.
Real nigga shit.
Do you have a mentor?
You want to know who my mentor
for
was?
business wise, I had one at one
my
point.
goddamn self.
I mean, for business wise, for like having an LLC, I did at one point.
Right. That's
But I
what's
haven't
up,
hit him
though.
up for no thing.
For no what? No,
For no, what you
like,
call no
knowledge,
updates?
no
Because he told me
info?
to make a business plan. I learned how to make a business plan in college, though,
Okay.
but this was before college.
But did-
Yup.
okay.
But this was before college, and I was like, oh, he said make a business plan. I was like, I don't know how to fucking make a business plan. But
Why
I was
you're
like,
early? Usually don't do that till about the 40-minute mark.
Facts.
What? I said, but I don't know how to make a business plan. So I just like, you know what? So I work on the business plan. Then it's like, college, you had to do another business plan.
Well, why'd you terminate the relationship?
I ain't terminating nothing. I just haven't hit him up.
That you effectively
That's kinda, yeah.
No, I did. I mean,
By taking
for
no
me
action.
personally, it's not that. It's just me personally. It's hard for me to keep up with somebody in the scheduling all the time. This is when I'm still in, I think what, freshman year of college or going into like what, sophomore year. So you think about I
Okay.
got classes and all this other
Yeah,
stuff. Even
but-
when we take time out to sit with you, I was like,
Yeah, but your mentor isn't going to do shit unless you
Yeah.
seek that information.
I mean, yeah.
like
But now,
if
I
y'all
learned.
are already face to face, then they're just going to give it to you.
But he
while
said
they're
first
there.
make a
But
business plan, then come back to me. I was like, all right, cool.
You made a business plan. It was like, I got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, oh, I know everything I ever needed to know.
I mean, at least you honest, my nigga,
but
though.
the thing about business is like you learn as you go. I mean, he's not in my field
That's
of
with
business
everything,
though.
though.
He's not a film major as in business.
Okay.
He was just like as a business person. Like, so say if he had
But-
like a store business in LLC, he would just probably tell you stuff like this is what I did, such and such.
But is if he was business, like studied business, then
I mean, if he can
for
only-
your business needs, then you would consult.
Right.
yeah, then I would consult him. But if like
Because
there's nobody,
I understand you saying like he doesn't know film, so yeah, he's not gonna know what
So,
you need to do
this the thing,
film
my
wise.
teacher's a business-
wise.
so as like one of my teachers is a business owner, right? So I just want to say, so how'd you write up your LLC as like under the law here? And he told me he's like, yeah, such and such you gotta do like this because when you go in there, you don't see film as like a LLC.
Yeah, you have to dig to find the right.
And you have to do it's probably not even set as film. It's like a different type of name.
It's
for
another
it.
thing. I forget.
So
Even
that's
when
what
you
I'm
do
saying.
like when you set up your merchant account for the website, you have to pick the type of business, and music is not in there like
And say
that.
some awkward words. That's what I'm saying. But asking your teacher if you're in college,
Classification. That's the word.
if
I
you're in
was looking
college and you have professional stuff like that, they can also be kind of a mentor
Mhm.
because they've been through it. And it's like, and some of them most likely have a business. So like one professor, like he said, you need to work on your writing skills, and he worked for he did some stuff for what? It was this magazine back in the day where they had crazy photos on it. Was it Time magazine or something?
Nigga,
like that?
it's crazy photos on all the magazines.
No, I'm talking about had all the action
Like,
photos.
that's
So say
part
like,
of the
so say like somebody
magazines.
skiing.
Part of
and-
it.
So say it had all the action
ingredients.
photos. So say like somebody was skiing and somebody was on Mount Everest. They had them like nice ass photos. It was on the front cover. I forgot. I don't know if it was Time magazine. Or
I mean, it
something.
could have been Time. It could have been Sports Illustrated. It could have
Nah.
been People,
It
Not
could have
Sports
been
Illustrated.
Life,
the
think it was
geographic
like-
shit.
National Geographic.
Yeah, yep. It could have been them.
They do
But I
have.
forgot, but it was a big magazine.
Maybe, yeah,
But he's
maybe
talking about. He
nice
said if
ass
you want to
shit.
do like stuff like that, you said you gotta get better at your writing.
I used to see native titties in those back in the
Native
80s, and they had those pictures of the women in Africa. They don't wear shirts out there.
Yeah.
But this is a mentor. I
Them
went
shits-
further.
Some of them shits was droopy. Motherfucker look like teardrops.
Damn, you killed a lot of people.
Titties got the pug face.
Mm-mm.
Droopy ass titties. I'm sorry, y'all.
Um,
I apologize. Don't
That's
take
all
the
right.
no
Hey, we
offense to
went
that.
30 minutes where we said titty. That's pretty good for us. Let's see. It says, sorry, Miss Pam.
It's a good time in us.
It
This nigga
says,
like
provide guidance, motivation, emotional support, and role modeling. A mentor may help with exploring careers, setting goals, developing context, and identifying resources.
I can see that if you like haven't already made it though. I can see if you want somebody like if you're starting fresh. For me, I already had my business for like 2 years or so.
Mm.
So I already
Yeah,
doing
but I
stuff on
think
my own.
you're looking at it one-sided because how many mentors do you think you should have?
Yeah, 1 or 2, 3, 4.
I
think-
mean, I feel like the number is actually unlimited. It's pretty much whoever is showing you knowledge towards what you need to gain.
right. And the one article was like, you should have like 2 or 3, like a spiritual mentor,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's a career mentor, and like a personal mentor. I don't know if I need the personal person. I would hope that I could get the spiritual stuff, but maybe not, right? Because the reason we have friends and we have different relationships is because you can't get the same thing. You can't get everything fulfilled from one person. So that makes sense. I crave it. I crave mentorship too, just as much as I want to give it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've had one in a long time. Like mine, I have like what's
Nigga, you too old to need a mentor. You the mentor, motherfucker. It's like, not my fault.
did like
but I do get some, like I got some from my old boss. I got a lot. That's what I'm saying. I learned a lot from him. And boss man, I get a lot of mentorship from him. Just even about life, not even so much career wise, right? But just about life in general. Yeah, I guess, you know what I was going to say? It'd be nice to have somebody if I wanted to call him with an existential crisis at like 3 a.m. But I'm sure boss will let me call him. I don't know if he's going to answer, but I can call him. And he'll get me back when he wakes up.
Leave a message, motherfucker.
Would you look at your pops as a mentor?
I guess. I mean, yeah, your dad's supposed to be your mentor technically. I mean, he's supposed to show you some stuff.
Okay.
I mean, if you're real pops.
I mean, he showed me a little bit.
Showed you something.
But like not even coming at nobody. Majority, like since the moment I hit like 18, like I pretty much was on my own, had my own family, did my own everything. Like, so it wasn't even when I was 13, 14, like I ended up being the only man in the house. I basically tried to start figuring ways to make money and all that shit. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff I learned from myself, even though I had people who should have been more of a mentor to me. Right,
and I even say like even through some of my relationships, if I had a solid mentor, maybe some of those relationships would have survived their last. It was funny. I had this couple I helped at work the other day, and they had been married 57 years. Right, you know, anything over 7 years to me is astonishing, but they had been married 57 years. And I asked the wife, what's the secret? She's like, you know, be open and honest and communicate and blah, blah, blah. And she like listed 3 or 4 other things. And then I asked him separately and he's like, happy wife, happy life, man. But some of those, like somebody that I used to be with, for a long time, I looked at their father as a mentor. And I missed that a lot after our relationship ended because, you know, sometimes the family goes with the person, right?
Of course, yeah.
And so that was a time where I felt like I had somebody and then I lost that person. So it was devastating. But I kind of think
that shit can be devastating. Yeah. That shit can be life-changing.
You could have like proxy mentors. So like if you've like, I would just throw Just Blaze out there because it's the first person I thought of off the top of my head. But like Just Blaze is a proxy mentor to me. Or any of the guys who I follow on YouTube for like tips and stuff, because you're not getting a direct mentorship from them, but they are sharing tips and sharing some of their experience in order to help educate, you know, the producer engineer community.
Makes a lot of fucking sense.
Would you like to mentor people?
I did it, but then I was like, think about it, I'm still in college, so I'm like, I don't have the time for me. And
but I don't think it's all tied to. Like, I think you're tying it to like timelines and stuff, right? And
I mean, I can see if I'm doing.
You think about how your family raised you, right? You know, we fuck with you, so obviously you're a decent dude, right? Value your personality, value your thought processes. You're professional when you need to be. You know what I mean? That just doesn't happen overnight. So not everybody has that gift, that blessing that you have, right? So there could be some high school kid who's just into the same thing you're into, and they don't have the benefit of all that good knowledge and wisdom that you get at home, and you can just share that, and they can have, you know, a path not necessarily yours, but just something positive and different to look at to fill the gaps in where they didn't get anything. I wanted to do it. We had gone to this winery. We lived in Dover once. We met this couple.
That winery?
Yeah. This couple might beat you guys out in your lovey-dovey Facebook post. And I don't mean that derogatorily. Like, they just show their love. They share their love on Facebook. Like, awesome. They do a white elephant party every Christmas that they invite us to. And they're just a great couple. But we met them at this winery. And through conversation, I was talking with his wife, and she works at Wilmington Tech. I forget where. She's an educator, though. And I had helped them do mock interviews because you always say, like, I wish I could help people know how to go on an interview. So I really was into that. And then she was partnering with me. She's like, I have this mentoring program like a big brother type of thing that I think I want to get you into, but I'll give you more information about it. And dude, I was like excited, excited. And Susan goes, when are you going to do that? what time are you going to do that? And I think at the time I was like just starting in school too. I had gone back to school.
So
what
shit was
when are you going
already-
to do that? But I like to do it. But to a certain degree, you mentor your son, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make sure I mentor him.
Do you think he values it yet?
Yeah. He does pay attention to everything that we say. He makes sure he understands, like, when I tell him what he should do and what he shouldn't do. Sometimes his ass just be like, almost like me, just either forget or just be hard-headed and just don't want to
You're like, all right.
deal with it at the moment. Yeah, he'll just be like, all right. And then later on, he doing the same shit. I'm like, bruh, then I just... But
It's like my fault.
his ass does learn, though. He's smart as shit.
You know what? My friend's friend, he made a good point. I was saying she has a daughter and he has a daughter. He has a daughter. And I was like, wow, that's so different, like raising a daughter. I was like, I would think it would be difficult because, you know, I think as a man, you would worry about your daughter more than you might worry about your son. And he said, honestly, I feel like it's less pressure than raising a son. Because he says when you're a father, think about it. He says you have all these expectations to make this young boy a man and all the things that go with being a man, where you don't necessarily have the same thing. So I don't know, for women it would be different. Like women have, you know, an expectation that they want to raise this queen to be a certain way. So, you know, I can't speak for women.
But I say that's my interpretation of it. Like, I want to raise my daughter to be a queen. Like,
Right.
She want to know. I'm gonna make sure she knows she's valued. Make sure she knows what she brings to the table. She's not going to be like. And I feel like that's a part of a lot of the problem. Like, we don't put the same focus on both of the kids. Like, because in reality, me personally, I feel like my daughter's going to have it harder than my son will.
Okay.
Because, you know, like in certain areas, like women are valued less. They don't really care about women, none of their opinions, like shit that they do.
Okay.
Job wise, they don't get paid certain ways, like all that shit. Like, she's going to have to worry about that when she get older. And my job is to make sure that she understands her worth, her value, and to make sure she is at that level where she needs to, not where she needs to, but where she's capable of being.
Going if she
capable
want-
of,
yeah.
I feel like that's what my job is. I feel like,
You think that's a harder task than, because I'm imagining
Yeah,
you're doing the same
man.
thing for your son.
I mean, sorry to say this, but one man wants his daughter to also turn into a hoe.
I don't think any man's aspiration
pimp.
is for
Exactly.
their daughter to be a
I'm
hoe.
joking with you.
Exactly. That's a
What'd you
big part of.
say?
I said, unless you a pimp.
You're fucked up. You're.
I mean, shit.
If a nigga pimp his own daughter, that's a problem.
That's crazy.
I mean, it is.
That's crazy.
Pimps don't do that. Pimps have a G code.
Right. So, but you don't think that's as difficult, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess it's
But
the same.
It's the same. Like, because it's also raising a black man to understand that same thing. He's valued. He has to work hard.
Don't
He
talk
needs
back to the
don't-
cops.
Exactly.
Treat
like,
women nice.
like you have to treat
If I
your
want
son
to.
that you have to teach your son that one day he could be faced with something that will literally change his life just by driving down the street or walking down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
So not more difficult,
so
just
it's
different.
not. Yeah, they're different, but they're both difficult. Like, not one is easier than the other. I've done both. Nigga, it's not.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got the benefit of doing both.
A boy and a girl. Like,
Mm.
can't wait till my girl get to my son's age though.
Yeah.
But she's getting on my damn nerves.
It
It's probably
could get worse in the teens though.
It could get, but you know she's gonna catch these hands in the teens. That's the
True, and then we can always do the bad boys thing. First time some dude
Facts.
show up at the store.
Facts. Real shit.
I just think I guess we'll sum up here and move on.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say, I was just looking at the thing.
Oh, I thought you was like,
I mean,
my
I-
date. I got a date.
I could, but nah, it's not.
No, but I don't think it's a whole lot to dive into. I think it's important to seek it. I'm always looking, like I like to learn. I'm always looking for how I could learn and benefit from somebody else. But I also like to give too. And I also like to be a conduit where people can come to me and get information and get advice.
And I feel like that's a big
And that's all
part
I
of
ever
it.
tried to do for that person that I text you about too. But
I
whatever.
mean, if you ask me, I'll give you some advice.
That's a big part of it though.
I'm not against not giving you advice. I mean, if you ask me, but I'm not like out there seeking for.
And that's how I am. Like, I'm always like, I'm going to give you advice if it's something that you need to know about whatever you're doing. Like, if it's something that I've done before, yeah, I'm going to tell you about it. If you want to, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to take it in, then you do that. If not,
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Because that's not even the word I was looking for. You just fucked me all the way up. But I was going somewhere with this. But anyway, if you don't want to like understand what I'm trying to teach you, then so be it. But I'm always going to try and give somebody that knowledge that I feel like they should understand and they should have. And that's also, I feel like a lot of the problem is that, like, even my age, we didn't get a lot of the people my age, we didn't get a lot of the shit from the people above us.
Right.
So I feel like that's where a lot of the shit's misconstrued because we didn't get nothing from the people above us. Now we don't know how to teach the people below us, and they're going the fuck crazy. Like,
You know, it's crazy. And I used to say that even down to like relationships. When I look back at like all my friendships growing up, except one guy, nobody had both their mother and their father in the household, right? So how the fuck was I expected to know what the fuck I was doing at 20? I mean, not that anybody expected me, but I thought I got it. But when I really sat and looked at it, I hadn't seen a good example of it other than television.
Yeah.
Television sugarcoats that shit.
Television sugarcoats the fuck out that joint.
That's what I forgot to say. The one thing that the lady said that stuck with me, she said, you just don't give up. She's like, too many people just give up and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
That's another part of the fucking problem. Like, you give up. Like, yes, they're not always going to reciprocate what you are trying to give, but in the end, you still gotta try to fight for our next generations. Like, that's important. That's why the world's so crazy now, because the next generation of who we had running the world to and it's just keep getting worse because nobody's teaching nobody. Everybody's just going off of the whim, winging it.
Yeah. What's your final thought?
You can't always wing life.
Sorry.
Final thought.
No, you good. I was talking too much anyway.
No, I don't know. I love when you talk and lead the conversation because you always be over me having a tear. Like, I be checking myself like, damn.
You need a mentor.
That shit is powerful.
You need a mentor, get a mentor. If you don't, wing it out, bug it out.
What's ways you would recommend people get a mentor?
Try to get some.
One ways I recommend you need a mentor is if something that you genuinely don't know.
44 minutes.
I mean, something you genuinely don't know that you need help on. But I'm saying if you can.
But you don't know what you don't know.
I'm not talking about there's YouTube nowadays. Before there wasn't that stuff. But I'm talking about if nowadays.
But still that's trying to seek knowledge.
That's how I like the.
I get what you're saying. But still that's trying to seek knowledge from something that you want to learn in. So,
but sometimes
that's the same thing as getting
for me,
a mentor.
certain things I like to learn in trial and error because then, like, all right, I learned this from.
Nobody said you couldn't learn trial and error with the mentor. The mentor doesn't mean they're going to hold your way all of the time, but you know how cool it would be to just
without a mentor.
No, but just anything in life, whether it be a relationship problem or a mixing problem, to have a person to say, "Hey, I looked this up and I tried this, and it says to do this, but I'm not sure. What do you think is a better idea?" So I'm all about going out and trying to figure it out for yourself. Absolutely. But to have somebody to bounce an idea off, like I narrowed it down to these two things. You just a loner.
That's how the world runs better, yo.
I'm not gonna say I'm dead.
But I say this all the time. Why do you think God put all these people on the planet so you could do it all by yourself?
I ain't say that.
If everybody stopped being so sensitive and understand that everybody has different opinions for what everybody goes through, we could all come together and, like you said, bounce ideas off of each other and get this world to a better place.
I know I said final thought, but real quick, that
was my final thought. Fuck is y'all talking?
Did you see the pivot with Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart was on the pivot.
Yeah.
But that clip when he was talking about when he said he's like, our culture gets it wrong the time when it comes to time to come together and work together.
I didn't see the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing. I don't want to.
I just saw the
drag
clip
it
when
on.
he was talking about.
I posted part of their conversation.
That you posted the funny part of the conversation.
I just saw the clip when he was talking about the swingers party.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's going on here?
Kevin Hart was real about that because he's like, yeah. He said, what y'all do there? He's like, we just like to go see that. He said, sure, what's going on?
So, y'all hanging out? Y'all fucking these people? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't just.
But getting back to the point, he was talking about our people get it wrong, and he says because of ego, and he says think about it. He's like, all of us can sit here and name X amount of groups, music groups that we knew back in the day that broken up. Why? Mm-hmm. Ego. Yeah. Anyway,
money too.
No, my final thought.
Yo, shit like that, it's all about sticking the fucking together.
But it's
like,
ego
if
again
any
too.
Any of y'all try to leave this shit for no bullshit reason, we squaring up. Like that's gonna be the end of it.
What if he just wants to go to Mecca?
I'm gonna feel like you just left the Temptations. I'm gonna be mad as shit.
I just want to go and be a top film producer.
You can do that, but you still gonna have to dedicate time.
We agreed
for us,
last
nigga.
week. The one who leaves
You gotta
is
take
the
us.
one who has to fly
Yep,
out.
you gotta come back.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So if you go somewhere,
don't
you
worry.
in Cali somewhere,
We'll
you
get
have to,
we'll get the bread up.
like you said, come back, drop 20 episodes, and then go ahead.
Yeah.
That'll help you for a couple months.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with you.
But
Imagine
anyway,
20 episodes in the same outfits.
look like fucking
by that time you
Family
have
Guy
a dressing
episode.
room. By that time you
Nah,
have
it
a
wouldn't be
dressing
the
room.
same outfits. That's like 20 hours. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, by that time you have a whole dressing room.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Final thought was mentorship's important. I think there's value in other people's experience.
Being one and getting from
yes, both ends.
To my opinion, if you're a loner, be cool being a loner sometimes.
All right, you being stubborn.
one. I'm a loner too, my nigga. Like
I have mentorships, I ain't
But
gonna lie to you. But I'm saying
I take everything somebody has to offer in mind. Like
I do.
always.
You know
Even
what?
if
It might be an
something that
age
doesn't deal with
thing
me.
because I'm sure there's a time when I felt like that,
I'm just young.
and then I
I'm just like a
remember when I
little-
got to that point, and now I'm like, give me information.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm just young. I just want to live life for right now, and then I'll set a slow down.
Ain't nobody telling you slow down. We telling you.
To me, when
take
you say
what
slow
people
down,
have to
sit
say
down,
for-
and talk, I'm like, that's slowing
take
me down.
information that
See, I'm a
people
person like this.
take.
I'm like this. I gotta
informa-
go next thing. I need to be at the next level. See, I'm not taking the information you're saying right now because I'm already on the next thing.
Did your parents beat you? I just want
No,
actually,
no.
next time your pops is, and I'm asking
He
myself.
was dropped on his head. I can tell.
I dropped on my head and did a backflip.
You must have
That's
got your ass whooped all the time because you was hard headed as fuck.
Fact.
Hey, we'll see.
But you're still a good dude, and you could benefit from mentorship.
But like I said,
he get
nigga,
mentored every
don't
week.
I had
He
an
get,
internship. yo.
he
Is
get
internship
mentored every week and don't even realize
Is
it.
an internship a
Facts.
mentorship? Is an
Take-
internship a mentorship?
An internship.
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, I have to like
take what
mentorship.
people have to say in for consideration. You don't
Yeah.
have to follow through with it. It's just
Just
consideration.
listen.
Because it might help you out in the long run. I know. Fucking
Facts.
ears is clear as shit, nigga. This shit went in one ear and out the other.
But then he'll dwell on it later in like 3 episodes. He'll be like,
Oh.
the mentor is a good idea. We'll be talking about like how to make a cake. What?
Right.
Anywho, go back and listen to it. We dropped a lot of knowledge in a short, compressed amount of time, right?
Zach's in a rush.
Nah, I think it was good pacing,
it
but we
was
just
good
talked about
time.
a lot.
Big facts though. We dropped a lot of knowledge on
Great
y'all.
conversation
Make sure y'all
with
listen.
you.
Make sure y'all watch. Make sure y'all follow us on all of our social media at Warm the Crib on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And make sure at Warm the Crib Podcast on TikTok. My nigga Zach. All right.
I'm trying to be better. Last episode I was looking at it, I was like, damn, we all talk over each other.
We do. But it's because we all be trying to get shit out.
multiple
And we all be
times.
trying to tell each
He'll
other
see
some
it.
shit. So
If I say when I'm speaking, it's like, oh, you know what?
It is
like,
what it is.
He'll see it in editing that y'all talked to me multiple times before I finished. Since you asked me questions like,
Because you started talking over the other person while they were at
so you was talking
finishing
over my
but
question.
guess what? You talk over more motherfuckers than anybody.
I like to get my point across. There you go.
All
right, guys.
You
That's
just showed
the
us that a minute
episode.
ago. You just showed us that a minute ago.
Yeah, that's the episode, guys. We're wrapping it up today.
All right.
Can I finish this one? We missing a piece.
Where they supposed to watch
So,
that.
like I said, gave you guys a bunch of information. I don't know why I'm looking over here. The camera's over there. Bunch of information today. So
I don't even know if I was in there.
You wasn't doing shit.
I only do it when I'm addressing the audience.
Yeah.
So go ahead, if you watch this, go ahead and listen to it. And if you listen to it, go back and watch it because I guarantee you missed something. As always, get your shit together or keep your shit together. Your self-care, your happiness, your inner peace, and your time management. I almost forgot, but I remembered.
I saw the pause. I saw the pause.
But my man's always here to get my back. We appreciate you guys watching. We will see you next week with another episode in the crib. Stay tuned. Peace.
Peace.